Okay. You want to come sit here?
Yeah.
Oh, the dog.
Yeah, we
haven't
haven't
centered.
Getting ahead of myself.
Yay. Mm-hmm. Well, welcome to your practice, and thank you so much for being here. And I say this, and I deeply mean it. I honor your practice, and I honor the work. And I was thinking about this constant practice. It's a constant practice, and you guys who are here, I know you understand. It's not like I always say. It's not 7 weeks and done. It's a lifelong practice, and it's also, when I say like the practice, we're practicing to return to source, like to resource from the well within, right? We want to be able to like bring ourselves in to feel what we've got going on, to feel the stress, to feel the tension, to feel the joy, to feel the happiness, and to be present with whatever's happening, as we go through the cycles of life, there's ups and downs and all around. And that's what the practice is. And, it is that practice of being still and being quiet, as much as it's a practice of feeling into your physicality and noticing where things are. So this was my thought too, is like, we all here who are doing this class, you understand that it's a practice. And maybe I was thinking, maybe like we need to practice that a little bit more than people who aren't coming to class. Is kind of what I was thinking, is like, okay, I don't know why I just kind of say that, but it's this idea of, resourcing from your source, of taking the busy mind and dropping in, of feeling the connection of the breath and all of that. And then the physical practice is really the guide into all of that. It's hard to be really deep within without feeling that physical body, because that is the guide. We go through the different layers of the body: the physical body, the mental body, the breath body. There's a food body, there's an energy body, and they all just keep taking us deeper and deeper in. So, okay. I hope that made sense in any way. Whatever it is, it's out there. Here it is. And welcome yourself to practice. So here we go. Practice. Sign language for practice. Practice. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, and inhale, grow tall. And exhale, bow your chin. And take a few moments to feel the physical body that you have brought here to your mat. And feeling into maybe the energy between your palms. And feel into your energy body just below the surface of the physical body, just underneath the skin where everything is moving and happening. And then take it a little deeper and feel into your breath. And how that's just between the two, just below the skin, below the energy body. The breath is moving inside you. And then feeling into your mental body, the state of your mental wellness at this moment. And just let that all soften in towards each other in some way. Let the breath be the connector. And we'll add mantra into this. Mantra is the bridge that connects the mind to the flowing energy body, the breath body. And that's the voice. So we'll just chant that most famous mantra of Om 3 times. Inhale. chin. Release your hands to your thighs and lift your chin and open your eyes. Okay, friends, so we're going to start. I'm going to have you set up by the wall. I'm going to put a bolster just right against the wall, just as is. And then we're going to take a blanket and make our nice little blanket roll. So I'll just show you. I know you know how to do this, but there's your blanket. And I'll fold it just 3/4 of the way. And then make a nice little sausage roll. And you're going to have to move. Okay, come on. In there. It didn't show up. Okay. I'm going to take the blanket roll on your back. Okay, good. And I'm just going to put it lengthwise. And it's about maybe like more than the middle of your mat. And here's how you're going to set up. Okay, so you'll decide where this is going to go. No, you'll decide like where to place it. It's going to go underneath the back of the heart, the shoulders. Put the head down. Maybe you have a dog there you can rest your head on. If not, you'll grab another blanket. And then extend your legs. Rest the heels on the bolster. And if that's too much, just put your feet down on the floor. But if you like that, then we just start with this little bit of a lift and a little bit of a lift for the heart space. Okay, so take your time. I already have my socks on too, so you might want to do that too. And just feel this bolster lift just under the heart. You can always move it up or down. And a little discomfort when you first come in is normal because this is, not something we do every day. So unless we're practicing yoga. Okay, so just take this lift, feel if it's in a good place for you. The shoulders are dropping. Maybe the arms are extended over top of the blanket. But if you have shoulder stuff, you might be happier just resting your upper arms on the blanket, your hands on your tummy maybe. Good. Okay, feel your head, friends. If your chin is really lifting much higher than your forehead, then add a little support under the head. Maybe I just take that advice. And good. And so then once you're settled, close your eyes. And you can let everything just kind of soften into the props. Good. And we place that physical body into a nice shape to facilitate breath and relaxation. And starting with that energy body as you release a little bit of tension or anything you're holding that's preventing you from just melting over your props. So spend a few moments just noticing, where am I holding? And naturally from there, you'll most likely just slip into feeling your breath. And take your time with the breath here. And as we slowly, not being too greedy, just slowly feel your breath lengthen, fill you, and release. Okay. If you need to adjust your props, then do that. And then just come back in. Staying with the breath as the bridge. Okay. So once you're staying with your breath and you're very aware of the flow of your breath, then we want to soften the mental body, let the mind relax and be here. So we're going to do that 2 ways. And the first way is just to smile. And just stay with that smile for a few breaths. So you can soften your eyes. Okay, Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is you'll take your dominant hand, index finger, middle finger to the third eye. And you might just rest them there, or you can start to make a little circling if you like, even tapping into the center of your forehead, just massaging this place as if you're just saying to the brain, you can relax. And so just do that for as long as feels nice. And then we'll just drop in again. You'll just release the hand when you're ready. Be with that heaviness you've offered. And rest in your stillness for a few moments that we're here. And staying with the opening of the breath through the heart, through the lungs. Okay, staying in this shape, I'm just going to start to bring a little movement into the soles of the feet. So just flexing the feet, pointing, wiggling your fingers, maybe moving your wrists. So just find a way to just bring a little bit of movement into your hands and your feet. Okay, don't lose the connection to your breath. Okay, and then just release all of that. Be still. Enjoy this. Okay, so I'm just going to do a few more rounds of breath. Just once again, tune into all these places, the physical body resting, the energetic body releasing, the breath body filling, the mental body relaxing. Okay, we'll just step the feet to the floor. And just notice if that changes anything for you. I'm going to stay on the blanket roll and just sweep the arms over your head. Open your hands. You know, arch your back a little bit. And then press your belly to the floor. Maybe the tailbone lifts a little bit. Good. So just a little bit of cat pose almost. And then inhale, arch your back. And exhale. So you have that blanket roll there. So, you know, just kind of be aware of that. And how can it help you here as you do this cat-cow? You might push in and the hips might lift up if you so desire. But you could just stay with this little baby cat-cow. Or you can make it a little bigger if you like. Just lifting the hips and put a little bit more pressure into the back of the chest. Good. Okay, I'm just going to do a few more rounds. So, you know, close your eyes, smile, and just enjoy this little baby movement here. Good. Okay, and then we'll come into the centering, the stillness. I'm just going to roll over to the side. I'm just going to I'm rolling to my right side. I'm going to keep the blanket roll here. If it needs to be re-rolled, you know, take a moment and do that. And then we'll just lay over this blanket roll. So you have the blanket, you know, right underneath your underarm, side of the chest. And you can put your, you know, your head, if you want to support your head, and walk the elbow back. Even take the head back a little bit. And the left hand can rest, you know, on top of the blanket on the floor. I'm just going to start to rock front to back a little bit, just here. So if you don't feel anything, move the blanket most likely up. And it doesn't need to be any discomfort. It might be. Okay, I'm going to extend the arm, put the head down, and just rock a little bit more here. So if this works, go for that. Yes. So good. Okay, come into your stillness here. And I do feel discomfort. I hope you have a little discomfort, because that's the place where we take our attention and then we offer, okay, here's the physical body. Can I melt into this a little more? Yeah, I'm just going to move this blanket out. Let's take 2 more breaths. Good. Okay, I'm going to pop the head back on the hand. Good. Let's take a moment. Okay, there's going to be 1 more. So I'll extend the arm, put the head down. I'm going to take the left arm up and over. Just drop in again, close your eyes. If you want to rock, this is a little bit different. Let's see how this is. If it's too much with the arms over, don't do it. Be kind. Okay. Do 2 more breaths. Okay, release the top arm. So both hands are going to come down as you press up. I'm going to turn right onto the tummy. Again, if you need to re-roll, take a moment, re-roll. So now I'm going to place this blanket roll. I'm going to start low, so maybe just above the hip bones, low belly, below the navel. So you'll just kind of mark it. Now I'm going to put my feet up on this bolster just for fun, but if that's not happy for you or it's too much for your back, then, just scoot yourself forward. So I have the bolster. It's right on the lower abdomen. There's a stretching happening, whatever you're experiencing, even though it seems like it's not a lot. Can you feel that?
A little bit.
I think you should move it up. I'm looking.
Okay.
If it's on your hips, on the hip bones, take it up to your, where you don't feel any bones. Okay, good. Okay. So I'm on the forearms. I'm going to just sway a little bit side to side. Okay. Just want to massage this low belly. So the hip bones are not on the blanket. You might feel it, but they're not on the blanket. Okay. And now I'm going to lie down over this. So just pop this blanket down from my head. I'll just go hand over hand and yes. And then just drop your head. Maybe you're on your forehead, but if you prefer to turn your head, that's a good practice too, good neck work. So, okay. And wiggle if you need to wiggle. Don't have to be so still. Okay, but then once you feel, okay, I'm here, then just go through that again. Physical body has been placed. And then there's always this part of us that kind of holds back a little bit, kind of protects the body. So as you feel the blanket, the pressure, melt as much as you can. And the more you release, the more you start to tune into the breath. And as we, feel the breath, maybe you slow it down. If you like to count your inhales, your exhales, maybe you count to 4 or to 5 if that helps you. That's fine. Or else just really be with that nice, slow, full inhale. And that nice, slow exhale. You might start to feel even like a pulse. I just tell you that. If you feel that, it's okay. Okay. Take a nice big breath in. Breathe out. Okay. Now you can stay on your forearms, or you can come back up to your, you can come up to your forearms or stay down. I'm just going to take the legs away from the bolster and do a little bit of windshield wiper. And that's also going to give me a little more pressure into the blanket. And I'm just going to receive it with joy. So, if you're down, it's a little bit less. And if you're up on your forearms, it's a little bit more. So yogi's choice here. Good. Okay. And we'll come to center. Let's just take 3 breaths. I'm going to stay up on my forearms. Just gives me a little bit more pressure. And I've just brought the legs in, away from the bolster. But you can have legs at the bolster, be all the way down. Just take a few breaths. Okay. Good. All right, I'm going to come out of this and up to hands and knees or sitting, just to take the the blanket forward a little bit. So wherever you had it. So now we're going to take it up to the upper belly. So it's above the navel, between the ribs and the navel. So you just kind of find it for yourself. You might feel the ribs a little bit here, but most of it is that soft, creamy center. And then you can be up on your forearms for a few minutes. If you need to drop down, that's fine. It's going to take a few moments, a little bit of swing. Just feel if it's not comfortable, just readjust. Okay, and then we start to drop in. So I'm just going to feel that here, and then I am going to come down and turn my head the opposite way. Okay, so feel the energy body, physical body. Okay, and this time as you move into the breath, you could even, as you breathe in, almost push into the blanket with your upper abdominal muscles. And you don't have to do that the whole time, even 3-4 times. So just pushing in with the abdominals and releasing. Again, you might feel a pulse or whatever it is you're noticing. Okay, that's interesting. Good. Okay, I'm going to come back up onto the forearms. We're going to come to windshield wiper again. So you could stay down. Just take the legs away and just, feel what we're doing this just to roll the body over the blanket, get this nice little massage here. Good. Okay. Now I'm just going to come into just being here for a few moments. So I'm going to stay on my forearms. I'm just going to have the knees bent. You make it whatever you need. Okay, take a nice big breath in. Breathe it out. Okay. Now we're just going to turn so we're on the left side. And this I'll just turn away from you. So you'll place the bolster again, if you need to, or blanket, not bolster. Okay, you can roll it up a little more if you need, and it goes right underneath the underarm, side of the chest. And we'll start again with the left arm bent. You're just going to balance your head. And then, the hand can be down on the blanket, and you'll just rock yourself side to side as a way of just opening up this side chest here. That really needs it. You get a lot of congestion here and a lot of tightness. So just feel in, adjust your blanket. Be kind. Okay, and then we'll just hang out. So I like to find the place of most discomfort and hang out there. Okay, I'll say this again too. If you're on your hand, walk the left elbow back, even take the head back. Good. Okay, and then I'm going to extend the arm, drop the head down. Just be here. Or stay up on your hand if this is too much. Good. Okay, dropping into the energy body, the breath body, bringing in the mental body, softening your eyes. And then we'll take that right arm up and over your head, and you can just rest both arms. We got a little extension. Be in your heaviness, the flow of your breath. Okay, if you have both arms over your head and you want to rock a little bit, it's a little bit of a different thing with both arms over your head. So explore that or be wherever you are. Good. We'll take one more breath. Okay. And from here, friends, we're actually going to come to sit up. And you're just going to come to lean against this bolster we have against the wall. I'm just going to bring mine back in. Okay, I'll leave the blanket roll where it was. Just move everything back. And just come, if you need to sit on a blanket too, you can put a blanket down first. And then just take your back against the bolster, Ganesh you. Your legs can be however you like here. Ganesh you. All right, so from here, I do have a block here. And depending on your height, you might throw a block in. This works for me. And what I'm going to do here is take the head back. So this might not be good for everybody to put your head back. So if it's not good, just make it what it is. And if the head doesn't want to drop back, you'll just press the head into your block and you can put the block at any height, that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna, so I can see with Hart, like he's too tall. So if you put a block at the bottom or at the top, and see that, so, or even if you scoot yourself forward, just kind of find it so that you can just, so if you scooch forward, you can rest your head. And then I'm just gonna take the hands back a little bit just to keep the chest open and drop the head. So whatever you're doing with your legs is fine. Cross-legged, stretched out straight. Okay. Yeah, just be here. Let all of that come in. Okay, so if the throat is open, even if it's not, you can still do this. So I'm just going to start with the eyes closed. And I know where my upper chest is. I'm just going to take the hands and just lightly tap around your upper chest. Yeah, so go ahead and make noise if you like. You can use your finger pads. Yes, and just beat your chest nicely, lovingly. Oh, nice. Just open that up. If you add your voice, it's working the vibrational energies from inside out. So it's all good. Yes, and now take your hands up, and we're just going to cup the throat. So you just go one hand over the other or on top of the other, just like as if you want to warm up your throat. I'm just going to hold it. And just warm it up. Yes. You can drop your jaw. Maybe you're still breathing in and out through your nose. Drop your eyes. Good. Okay, we're just going to massage the neck and the throat. So however you want to do that, you could just take your fingers to the throat box and give it a little circling there, or you could just take your hands, just mush the neck. If you want to bring the head back, you can. You can even drop the chin to the chest a little bit and massage the back of the neck. Okay, so just massage your neck. Good. Okay, and then once we give this neck a really nice little warm-up massage, we're going to come back to the throat box. So just kind of find that, and as if you can massage your throat box. Good. So now I've taken, my head is neutral now, just so you know. And then the last thing from here, we're going to come back to just beating the chest. Now I'm going to use little fists. I'm not going that hard. Just Beat your chest nicely and just kind of break up whatever. Yeah. Good. Okay. So good. All right. Release your hands. You're just going to sit against I'm just moving myself closer to just sit against. So let's come to cross-legged, but you can have the legs stretched out straight again. And I'm just going to press that chest, the back of the heart into the bolster. And as I do that, I'm just going to drop the head, drop the chin, but I'm pushing into the bolster with the back of the chest. So it's not coming away. Your hands can go anywhere, friends. Just let your chin drop. Let's take one more breath here. Good. And then hands to the floor as you gently lift your head. And we'll come away from the bolster. Okay, I'm going to turn around. We're going to take this blanket roll, and maybe I'm just going to re-roll it. Make it nice and tight. Okay. I'm going to take this blanket I have here for the head and just kind of move it. And then this blanket's going to go lengthwise now. Yes, okay. So I'll show you this before you get in. I'm just going to show you what we're going to do, just so when I explain it, I don't have to worry if my words don't land. So I'm going to lie over this like we do. I'll take the back part and just tuck it under, a little head support. I'm going to put the feet back up as we did, and we're going to hang out here for a little bit. Then I'm going to have you bring the bolster in. So that's going to be like this. You're just going to pull it away. You're going to find it into your knees like you're sitting in a chair. And then I'm just going to show you, if you're still watching, I'm going to just press into the bolster like I'm sitting into a chair. So it's going to buckle a little bit, but it's going to support my legs. Okay. Okay, so now get yourself in. If you watch that, thank you. So you'll lay the blanket lengthwise, lie back over it with the spine there, nice. Tuck in a little bit if you have a little bit that you can tuck in to support your head. If not, you'll just use another blanket. I'm going to take the arms out to the side with this nice open chest that we've worked on for the first part of this class. And just drop in. If your arms and your shoulders are good and you can bend at the elbows, the backs of the hands stay in contact with the floor. If that's not happening, you just go to a place where you're happy. Good. Okay, so now you've placed the physical body. Take a few moments, feel if everything is good. And then once you've settled into your pose, then we can start to release that energy body. The stress, the tension, the things we bring in without even really knowing. I could say we, but I know for sure me had no idea until I started yoga of what and where I hold my tension. This is the gift of practice and years of practice. It's not like we acknowledge these places and they're gone. It's a lifetime of undoing. And just dropping in, and the more you drop, the more the breath has freedom, and the breath body can do what it's meant to do. Any discomfort in the shoulder blades, spine, that's what we want. Okay. So we're just going to take 2 more breaths like this, nice, full inhale and a full exhale. And do 1 more nice big breath in. Breathe out. And use your heels and gently bring that bolster away from the wall and let it find your inner knees. And then you'll just find your shape. Whatever the bolster does here, if it buckles, it's fine. Feet resting at the wall or not is fine. Okay, so now we're in this shape. Just go back through all this work. And remember, your smile is your greatest helper in finding places to let go. Melt yourself over the blanket as much as you can. Soften your eyes. Okay, if you brought your arms up over your head or anywhere, just bring them down now. And they don't have to go right by your side. It can be about 30 degrees away. Just let the shoulders and everything just relax. Good. Okay, so we're going to prepare to come out. We'll do that by first bringing the bolster back to the wall and then setting your feet on the floor. And you're going to roll, actually before we roll to a side, stay on the blanket and prepare your feet so to lift your hips. So walk your feet into your hips. They can be hip distance apart. Your hands can turn down, palms down. Okay, come back to that little baby cat-cow that we were doing. And here with the blanket roll, it might just, as you do cow and you push the belly in, your hips might lift up right away. If it's not happening, that's fine. Just find this like tilt of your hips, of your pelvis. Just finding your cat-cow here. And at the same time, we're also just inviting in a little bit more pressure into the blanket roll. So however high your hips want to lift, you might lift them high and come to the shoulders, pressing into the blanket. But whatever you're doing is just fine. Let's just do 2 more. Let's think of this as like a little spinal massage. Good. Okay, we'll come to rest. Big breath in and a big breath out. And we'll just roll to your favorite side. Rest in your fetal for a moment. Good. And then come up to sitting again. And take your time. Again, I'm just going to sit with my back against the bolster. And you can, sit on your blanket, legs however you like. Just to rest into the bolster. Your head can stay neutral. Something soft to kind of drop into here. Good. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit of seated cat-cow. So it's not much to see. I'm just lifting my arms just so you can see. You can keep yours on the floor. I'm just arching the back and pressing in. Just a little bit of a baby cat-cow with this bolster here. Good. Okay, and then once you've done a few rounds, just come to rest. You can close your eyes and feel your breath. Good. Take one more breath. Okay. All right, bend your knees, friends. Lift your hips and just scooch them forward. And you just move this blanket roll just out of the way. So now I'm just, my back to the bolster. Just kind of mark that the bolster's there. You can take your hand back and it's there. And then I'm sitting cross-legged, habitual cross. And this is my left hand. It's going to go behind. Right hand is going to go to the right knee. I'm going to move into twist. So inhale. And as you exhale, start to turn. I'm going to take this hand to the bolster, even with the elbow bent. And then the right hand can come across. And just push your hand into the bolster, enough to be in your twist. Turn your head. Breathe. Take one more breath in. And breathe out, release this. Just come to sit. You can rest your hands on your thighs, close your eyes. Be with your breath. Just rest the hands on the floor. Change the cross of your legs. And just mark it again. You know, the two hands, shoulders could be different. Just take your right hand back. Okay, the bolster. Okay, I'm good. And then we'll start with the left hand on the left knee, and the right hand will come back. So maybe on the bolster, if that's too much, you know, you can put it on the floor. Then I start my twist here before I take that left hand across. So it's not really doing the twist. So I take the left hand across now to the right knee. I'm really using this hand just to push into the bolster. Turn your head. And breathe here. Okay, so you can drop your right shoulder a little bit. Good. And then release and come back. And I'm just going to scooch back, feet down, scooch and rest. Good. And so however you want to sit again, this is just your rest. Okay. Good. So stay as you are. Feel your breath. I'm just going to offer you a few little breathing play. I'm going to say breath play. So you can stay like this. If you want to just sit however you want to sit, that's fine too. I'm just going to turn to face you. So you can sit however you like. Pardon me. Okay, so just sitting as you are. Feel your breath. Good. And good. And just gently open your eyes, but just, you know, gaze very gently at the floor. Nothing, the eyes are soft. And then keeping your chin parallel, just drop your eyes down to what you would think would be like 6 o'clock. If there's a clock here. So keep the chin parallel, drop the eyes down, let your jaw be soft. Feel your breath. And close your eyes. Feel your breath. Gently open your eyes, keep them soft. And now we keep the face exactly as it is. You just take your eyes up to 12 o'clock. Let the jaw be soft. Keep your eyes up and breathe. Keep the eyes up, a nice easy breath. Keep the eyes up. And now close your eyes. Be with your breath. Notice if the breath is starting to almost give you more space. Gently open your eyes. Soft eyes. Take them to 3 o'clock. Drop your jaw. Keep the eyes at 3. Breathe. Nice easy breath as if you're just doing nothing. Close your eyes. Notice if your breath has opened. Open your eyes. Soft eyes. Take your eyes now to 9 o'clock. Drop your jaw. Breathe. Keep the eyes at 9. Keep your eyes at 9. Close your eyes. Be with your breath. Notice if anything has changed. Good. Okay, I'm going to do one. I say one more, but there might be 2 more. I'm going to do the next one. You can have your eyes closed this whole time if you like. From here, I'm going to take the jaw and just shift it over to the left. Okay, so keep the jaw shift, lower jaw shifting to the left. Nice easy breath. Keep the jaw shifted to the left. Keep the jaw shifted. And bring the jaw back. Notice your breath. Shift the jaw to the right. Notice your breath. Keep the jaw shifted to the right, eyes soft. Bring the jaw back. Notice the breath. Okay, we're going to put these together. So what I'm going to have you do is you'll shift the jaw to the left and move your eyes to the right. So it's a little brain gym, but that's fun. So I'm going to change the cross of my legs first. Okay, so stay as you are. When you're ready, you'll shift your jaw to the left. Try and keep it there as you move your eyeballs to the right. The eyes can stay closed and you can do that. If you need to open them, that's fine. So once you have that, jaw shifted to the left, eyes to the right. Breathe. Okay, notice how the breath pattern has changed. Stay with that. Jaw to the left, eyes to the right. And release everything to center. Normal breath. I hope you're noticing a change because it just tripped me out completely. So, okay. And then the next one, we shift the jaw to the right and the eyeballs to the left. So find that for yourself. And then really stay with that. Jaw to the right, eyes to the left. Nice, easy breathing. Notice what's changed. And then bring everything back. Feel the breath. And okay. Stay with your breath. Full breath in, full breath out. And gently open your eyes. Okay. So we're going to come to lie down, and that's going to be your last pose. So you can set yourself up for a really, really nice Shavasana, however you like to do that. And, you know, even if you want to do legs up the wall in whatever way you want to do that, that's fine too. Lovely. I'm just going to take that blanket roll since I have it, and I'll use it. So I'll just keep the roll and put it in front of the bolster here so that I'll rest my feet on there. And then I'll take my block and just prop up. So I'm just baby height, just prop the bolster. Let's bring it away a little bit. So then when I come into this, it's that chair sitting, but without the bolster at the wall. Okay, a support for your head, a blanket if you like, to feel cozy in this cozy weather we're having here in Calgary. Okay, so take your time, friends, and make it so nice for yourself that, you know, this is a place you're going to rest into. So create a nice place to do that. I'm just adding a cover. Okay, and then once you are in your Shavasana place and everything feels very nice and comfortable, just feeling the physical body. Yeah, and even taking a few deep sighs, just release deeply to the support of the floor. Okay, so here we are flat on the floor for the first time this whole practice. And just really feeling the breath. You know, maybe I'm going to offer this. So feeling your spine. You know, we've done this whole practice is really about opening and releasing through the back, center of your back, opening the chest and the lungs. So imagine here that you can breathe in and the breath will travel. Say it will travel down through or just along the length of the spine. And as you exhale, it travels back up and out, maybe through the crown of the head, maybe through the mouth. However, you can bring in this visualization of sending the breath down along the length of your spine and breathing out up along the length of the spine. Bring every part of yourself here to this deep awareness of the length of your spine resting on the floor. And your ability to bring that breath right down along the back line of the body. So as you breathe in, you feel that breath travel down the length of your spine. And as you breathe out, it travels up and out. Stay with that visualization of the breath at the back body. As long as it serves. And when you're ready to just let it go and be in your deep rest, inviting all parts of yourself here, even going a little bit the opposite way. The mental body is connecting to the flow of the breath. The breath is massaging the energetic body and guiding everything to drop in deeply to the physical body. Shavasana. Stay as you are. Release anything you're still holding. Let yourself be bathed by your breath. In any way that wants to happen. And staying in your stillness for as long as you like. Otherwise, beginning to make your little movements through your feet, your wrists, your fingers, and just continuing on your journey of awakening, whatever way makes sense for you. Honoring this journey and taking your time. We'll just meet in sitting whenever you're ready. So take your time again, no rush. Let it be luxurious. Bless me. As usual, once you come upright, just take a few moments in your silence, in your stillness. You just feel and acknowledge what has changed and what has shifted. Even feeling the quality of your breath. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart space, bowing your chin. Deep devotion and honoring for you and for your practice. And to this, friends, we'll just honor each other with our May We Be Blessed mantra. Inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. We'll seal that with one Om. Inhale. Take a full breath. Breathe into your hands. Catch your breath. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Om Namaste. Lift your chin, open your eyes. Offer this to yourself and to each other. Yes. And with great love and honoring. Yes. Sleep well, friends. So much love. And I just thought I would just share with you guys before you go. I did choose a card today and I didn't read it till now. And it's, your words are powerful. Use them with care. I thought that was a beautiful reminder. And, you know, I just want to thank you for your beautiful notes too. And it means so much to me. Honest to God, it means so much. So thank you so much. And this card just rang true. So thank you. So much love, guys. Sleep well. We'll see you soon. Thank you.